vanity phone number that calls your AI and will tell about your AI whatever we programmed into the AI to tell. So in that case, it will be, in your case, it will be something with the word gig and describing all the gigs that you have, the time schedule, and conversing with a potential customer about your services. And I'm going to demonstrate it to you. Here are two phone numbers. One is USA Manuel and USA Manuel. So I'm going to mark the USA Manuel with my cursor so you can see it. The most important thing is that it is also represents a business theme. So our focus is on surveillance and business surveillance and wellness. So MAN stands for monitoring, wellness, and also money. We are professors. I'm a professor of accounting, and she's a professor of information technology. So now I will demonstrate to you an outbound call to the AI, and we can converse with the AI and ask questions about you, for example, which obviously we don't know anything, and maybe the AI knows something. But so you'll see how it works. And we are doing project with the students, so the students generate a vanity phone number with a business theme. In our case, it is USA monitoring wellness. And in monitoring, what we include is surveillance cameras to monitor security, like in the classroom. Every classroom has a camera. I don't know if you are aware of it.
I did know, but that's interesting that you can access the cameras.
Not only you can access, but the camera can host 10 people inside the CPU of the cameras. So what we did is, while we were running a classroom, a regular classroom, we were also hosting people inside the cameras, and they participated in the class, as well as streaming it live on YouTube for students that do not want to log in. So they just type a keyword that we give them, like monitor wellness, and we will tap the search engine results page, the SERP, search engine results page, and it will say live now, and they will click on it and will be in the live session. And they can ask questions on YouTube, or they can log in. If they like to log in, they can log in on Blackboard or whatever learning management system we are using. So now and the students also make a website with the same name. So for example, one website like this is WizMoBiz, that is also a phone number, and Wiz stands for wizard, like AI wizard, that will tell you what to do in any case that you are interested in. The more you tell it, the more it learns and understands. So WizMoBiz, let's say that you have a business, a production business, and you want to get more business. So this is what we train our AI to do, to give advice for people that want to get more business. But the difference is that we are using an AI, so before you talk to us, you'll be talking to AI. The AI will screen you to find out that you are not just some tire kicker, that you have something relevant. And if you are just a tire kicker, it will tell you, we'll make an appointment later on, let me think about it. And if you are not a tire kicker, it can make an appointment in your schedule for a video conference on Zoom, like we have done. You know that when you were performing, we didn't have a lot of time to talk about it. I can also tell you a few things. So now I typed this phone number in my dialog box to make an outbound call. So I highlight it for you. You see 872 is the area code which spells the word USA. But the algorithms cannot decrypt and convert it to digits. So I type in the area code, the numeric area code. In contrast with the Manuel, when it sees Manuel, it parses it and it converts it to digit, and it will dial the AI.
So just as if you dialed 1-800 and you could do chat, you could write then chat GPT, it would then do the conversion. But the area code, the algorithm doesn't convert. Even though we can convert it, that you remember USA Manuel, you have to put in the 872. for
So I
the
would
area
like to
code.
demonstrate it to you. I'm going to highlight the digit that Manuel represent right here on my notepad. It is 666, 9,355. You see that? And now I'm going to click on the telephone icon. And what you will see that it will translate it to the correct number. It will call my AI, and I'll start a dialogue with my AI. And you can talk to it too, and we can see how it responds. And it learns every time you talk to it and become more and more proficient with your business. But just to
So this hasn't been, this is straight, so it hasn't been trained on the business yet. It's like a generic model.
This is the base, yeah.
This is a base, but you can set, you
Exactly.
can then you can submit all your documents so it can be training on your business, on whether it's your music or you're producing.
like, let's say that you're a production company, right? And you have a description somewhere about what you are doing in a document or a website. So you give it the document name and you upload it into the AI, and thereafter the AI will be able to answer specific questions according to whatever your document says. And we're doing it a project with the students. So in your case, if you come to the class and you tell your story, and some students, maybe musicians or some other students that are interested in it, they are broken into groups, and they will work with you to try to test it, and then you can come back when they present their project at the end of the semester and give them the grade that you think they deserve. And in the meantime, see what they have done. If you would like them to work with you in the future and with us, that is fine. And if you don't, that is fine too. And we get the free website hosting domain name from companies that want us to use their software. For example, Wix is a web hosting company. So they send their representative to train the students, give the students free hosting, free domain name, and so on. So everything that we are doing is the various companies fund it for the duration of the semester plus. So the
So it's
semester.
like an academic partnership. We give them our advice and our consultation, and then they give us in return their upgrades for our students.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and if
And so if you're already working with Wix, that's where I'm hosting my webpage and all of my.
Okay.
which is good, because then you'll be familiar with it. And what we do usually after the semester, most of the students are not interested in it. They are doing it just to get their grade. So then we will, and we're not interested in it, so we abandon it, and the domain name returns to the pool, and everything goes away. Okay, so, and if you are interested, and we are not interested, we will assist you in coordinating it so you can take all the properties and start funding it and do whatever you want with it. And if we are both interested, we can continue every semester. We have a whole bunch of new students, and we are doing it over and over again. And of course, the AI improves and so on, so it will become better and better as time goes by. So I'm going to call the AI, now that you understand a little bit what it has to do with anything. And the project that the students do is they make up a website, they make up a chat bot that is based on AI for another company, and then
We have another British company that has what they call Fastbot. They come in and give them an upgrade too to create a chatbot and train the chatbot, and their chatbot will crawl your website and then give answers appropriate to your website. So if you have it, and then
and it
Like, look at my website, look at all the pages.
it's right,
it will crawl all your pages and learn that way. And of course, then you can add also documents.
Then you can add documents in
But if
addition to that.
but if you don't have time to add documents,
Just put your URL and it will then crawl your URL with it. So it start, and then they have the code. It's a little code you put in, especially for even Wix, that you put it on your page that you say, chat with me.
and it's also a code generator. So the problem is that a lot of the students are not programmers, so it has a built-in program code generator, and it asks them in plain English questions, and when they answer the questions, it codes the bot according to whatever they say. So, and some of the students, of course, that are programmers can access the code and modify the code, much like Wix is doing with their wizards.
Right. Yeah, the new
Yeah, but then it needs a lot of work. It's like because it becomes so generic. I tell the students it makes no sense, you know.
And sometimes we have computer science students that's all they want to do. So they join the team as a programmers, and then they can modify the code and look at the code.
You know, and then they can go in.
But most of the people focus in on marketing and business rather than programming. But some engineering and medical student want to get an MBA also, something like that.
So everyone in our class basically creates their own subject area where they're AI consultants or Gen AI consultants, and they go and give their tools, and that's what they're being doing. And whether it's in wealth, whether it's in trading, whether it's in marketing, they choose. So that's how the class runs.
That's amazing. I mean, I love this stuff so much. The fact that you guys are providing these resources and tools to me.
Well, what I tell them, I said, nobody cares about what grade you got on a silly test. I tell them, you know, it's what can you do, and then you.
Yeah, and that's also like when I was in school, every
Right.
project we get, I would be like, I was already working, I was on the radio.
Yeah, right.
And
Right.
I was like, how can I actually turn this project into something?
Right. That's what, and I say, not even that. You get your own URL, you get your own domain name, you get your own podcast, you know, and you can share. You can do all the other things that you can do. Okay, so you want to call? 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
so I'm
running
going
out
to
of time.
click the button and it will call the AI. And you never know what will happen. Every day something happens. So
This is all demo. That's the great thing about us. You know, we don't have to make a living
and
on
the
that.
students, we are asking the students to go to third parties like yourself and invite them to join and be guest speakers, and because the students, a lot of them are not familiar with the production business, for example,
Or the advertising.
or the advertising business, so they're clueless. They need to find out specifically what you are interested in.
So I think it'd be good if you did come. It would be something more generic where everybody needs marketing, right? So you can show on how you're doing the marketing. Not everyone is, a musician. Okay, so you want to call?